Hello and another warm welcome to Executive Career Management Tuesdays at 2, where I talk about some different topic relating to your career as an executive each week. This is episode number 165. Yes, that's a lot. So today's topic is a topic I don't like to share, but it's huge. It's sadly very, very huge. So unhappy at work, what should I do? So unhappy at work, what should I do? It blows me away. It's stunning. It's very, very sad that so many people in their careers, and bearing in mind how many thousands of hours you spend each year in your career, that you are enveloped in sadness, you are upset, you aren't performing on your main function, you are thinking about, well, how sad am I? I'm unhappy day after day after day. Let me give you some statistics. The most recent statistics are from 2 years ago. In the UK, US, Canada, France, and Australia, over 60% of people are unhappy in their jobs. This is business professionals, so managers and above. That's an astounding, an unacceptable statistic. Are you unhappy in your job? I bet some people watching today or watching the replay sadly are unhappy in their job. So let's see if we can do something about that today in this very short Tuesdays at 2. If anybody's got any comments, this is your show, not mine. I'm just sharing my knowledge. If you've got any comments or requests or topics you'd like to discuss, anything that's on the back of your mind, want to bring out about your career management, I'm more than happy to answer them as we go through this Tuesdays at 2. I'm here for you, not for me. So as I say, it's stunning. It blows me away. I coach a lot of people, a lot of senior executives, very learned, very well-to-do, and senior executives across the world. And I sometimes need to bring in a counselor. I'm a coach. I'm not a counselor. There's a big difference between the two, because these people are so emotionally upturned. Their mental health is being affected. Well, you can imagine how what percentile of your life you spend at your career, and of course you take that upset, your unhappiness, with you when you go home, and then you take that to your family unit, and it's broadcast across a bigger audience, and it's not good. So I have a referral program with counselors who I can send my clients to help them really deep understanding before they come back to me, and then they listen to me, and we go through a coaching session on how to make you happy at work. So in the UK and major other G7 countries, the bulk of the population are unhappy in their job, the managers and above. No one, not one person should be unhappy in their job, especially as hiring is so robust today. Hiring is the strongest I've ever seen it in my 31 years as an executive career management practitioner, managing and advancing the careers of senior executives. Please, if you've got any questions, comments, put them in the comments below, and I will answer them as we go through this. So, yeah, you need to address this unhappiness. You can't continue doing this, taking your unhappiness to work, taking it home from work, taking it to work, and again the following day. And then Monday mornings are the day, or the Mondays are the day you dread. You can't continue doing this. You need to realign your career, refresh your career, and think about, I don't want to be unhappy. I want to be happy. That's what life is all about. We want to be happy 24/7, 365. I know I do. Most people are of the same opinion. So no one should be unhappy. You need to tackle it head on. So you need to do something. So the first thing I would suggest you do is speak with your boss. Now, tact and diplomacy and catching the boss at the right time is going to be a crucial element in how you interact with your boss. Don't don't interact when they're having a bad day or whatever. You need to, but you need to do it. You need to take a deep breath and you need to go into their office, but you need to rehearse what you're going to say. Why are you unhappy? Give them some really tangible reasons why you are unhappy, because there are many, many reasons why people are unhappy. So it's not just your salary or your work conditions. It can be all sorts of different things, because the work environment is like a jigsaw. There's so many pieces of that jigsaw. So you need to go and firstly discuss it with your boss. And then if that doesn't bring you any solace or any solution, then perhaps you need to go to his or her boss, so your boss's boss, and see if you can arrange an appointment sometime, 45 minutes, an hour of their time, and see if you can address it there and then. And the more you air it to people, the better it's going to be for you. The more you get it off your chest, the better it's going to be for you. It's not, you don't need to keep it bottled up inside you. You need to express it. You need to get it out verbally and out of your mind. So speak with your boss, and then if that doesn't work, speak with your boss's boss. Get colleagues to speak with around the water cooler or something, and also express your unhappiness as well, because they might be able to help you address that as well. But then if that doesn't work, then you need to go to HR. HR are a function to help the employees with their day-to-day career, etc. So you need to go and discuss it with HR. They can be a great listener to you. So yeah, that's what their job is. They need to listen to your concerns and, of course, address your concerns. Unfortunately, some HR functions don't address concerns, and they just let it go on and on and on and on. And that's not what their function is. Their function is to have a happy employee base. And then if you've got a lot of unhappiness going intertwining within the corporation, that's not good. That is not good, and word gets around. That's not a very good environment to work for. So if that doesn't work, then you're left with little other solutions to resolve the issue. You've gone to your boss, you've gone to your boss's boss, you've gone to HR. You may have expressed it to other people, your colleagues at your level, and don't express it to your employees, but to other people, maybe indirect bosses. Then you are looking for another solution. And then perhaps you should volunteer to maybe transition. One of the offerings you can make to your boss or to HR is to transition to another function, another maybe silo or another department or whatever, where there may be happiness versus unhappiness. So see what you can do as far as that. And if you've exhausted everything internally, then you need to sadly look externally. As I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, hiring is so robust, so strong, doesn't matter what industry you're in, what geography you're in, what function you're in, what level you're in. Hiring is very, very strong across the world, and I operate across the world. I have clients from Asia and around the world back to Asia again, and that's why I work. I'll get them in my office at 5 a.m. in the morning, work with Asian clients, then Middle Eastern clients, and then European, North American, South American, and then go back to Asia later on in the evening. So that's what you need to do. If you've exhausted everything internally, then you need to look externally. So you need to start, and you volunteer to take on new projects. You've asked to have a transfer to a different silo, different department. You're left with nothing else but to plan and launch a job search. And that's in your hands now, because you are managing your career. That so many people are under the impression that their company manages their career. It's a load of baloney. You manage your career. You are the CEO of your career. So take decisions, make bold decisions, because you don't want that unhappiness. You take it home with you. You have it on weekends when you're supposed to be refreshing and relaxing and whatever. So if that doesn't work, jump and see if you can arrange to start up a job search plan, launch that job search, and for more details on all the implications and the phases of job search, the planning of job search, and go to my YouTube channel and press the subscribe button, because there are many videos on that on job search. I'm not going to talk about it today, but there's many intricacies that go with job search, because the bulk of the jobs aren't online, they are hidden. So that's another surprise to people. So you need to go and view my YouTube channel, and many of my Tuesdays at 2 have been talking about job search tips and tricks. So launch a job search and see if you can find a happy job. Now, just one thing before we call it quits is, anybody got any questions, please, any comments, please put them in. How do you don't want to go from one happy atmosphere, one environment, to another unhappy job. So what you need to do is you need to do some detective work. My old trade as a police officer, you need to go and ask some probing questions. You need to find out the culture. What do they talk about around the water cooler? Are there lots of unhappy people, and how is it going at that particular company? So you need to, when you apply for a job and you're getting maybe getting an interview, you need to connect with people who are off the hiring channel, off that silo, who can really openly and express their openness on what the company is like. And if you uncover something it's not good, it's going to continue that unhappiness, then you call that opportunity a halt and you move on to the next one. So use LinkedIn and connect with people off the hiring line. And that will help you quite immensely to do your due diligence and understand what that company is. The culture is very, very important. A culture fit is crucial today, more crucial than it's ever been. So hopefully that has given you some thought, some parts of the jigsaw to fit in if you are unhappy. There's no reason why you should be unhappy. And if you want more details, I'm more than happy to offer you a free, no obligation resume CV critique. I'll run through it for 30 minutes on Zoom. I tell you it as it is, because resumes are very intricate today with the advent of ATS, the applicant tracking system. I'm more than happy to give you a free, no obligation LinkedIn audit. So 3 things: a free resume critique, CV critique, 30 minutes on Zoom, a free LinkedIn audit, and please go to my YouTube channel where there's over 600 videos there now. So this is episode number 165 of Tuesdays at 2. So it's 165 Tuesdays at 2, talking about all different topics relating to executive career management. So go to my YouTube channel, press the subscribe button. I'm getting very, very close to the 1,000, and I want to get there within a few weeks. So do me a favor and do yourself a favor by learning a lot about executive career management. I'm going to be recording some very intriguing videos in the next couple of weeks. So that sort of wraps it up for Tuesdays at 2. Hopefully you've got some idea on being happy at work. You should be happy. There's no reason today why you should be unhappy. If those tips and tricks I've given you today don't work, then you need to be in charge of your own career and launch a job search and be on the hunt for that happy job. Let me tell you what next week's Tuesdays at 2 is going to be. March the 5th. I have worked for the same employer for 10 years. Is that a hindrance? I have worked for the same employer for 10 years. Is that a hindrance? Come back for next week's Tuesdays at 2, episode number 166, when I will tell you whether working for 10 years is going to be a hindrance to your career management. Remember, you are in charge of your career. Do something this week to manage and advance your career. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Tuesday for Tuesdays at 2.